So the first site we're going to look at is called Map of Life. To get to Map of Life, you can click on the words Map of Life and click on the link, and it'll take you to the website. For this activity, we're going to be looking at location. So click on location. We want to find out how many of each species there is in a place. Now, one thing that could make things easier for you is, if you like, the website does offer different languages. So if you want to work in Spanish, click in ES for Español. You can also look in Chinese. And looks like it's still in Spanish for a moment. If it doesn't reload right away, click the reload button. And now it should give you all the place names in the language that you've asked for. I'm going to work in English though, so I'm going to go back to English. And it's still in Chinese. I'll click on reload. There we go. And as you can see, lots of places are highlighted here. We're looking at locations by their political boundaries. So for example, countries are represented. So Mexico is one country. And you can see the whole country is one place you can click on. It will highlight Mexico. Other countries like the United States or China are divided into their parts. So in China, I could click on each province. So Hunan province, Guangdong province. I'm going to look at the United States to start though. And specifically, we're going to look at New York as our example. Now, if you wanted to look at a specific location, this will let you use point locations. So let's say I want to look at Mexico City. It'll give you Mexico City's information and the area around Mexico City. Not as specific as, say, looking at Puebla, which is one state in Mexico, but still pretty good. For now, I'm going to use the political boundaries, though. And like I said, we're going to look at New York. I'll click on New York. And what happens here is it highlights this area because the information it's going to give me is specific to New York. And it looks like in New York, there are 345 species of birds, 99 species of mammals, 32 species of reptiles, etc. And this gives me a kind of total number of biodiversity that I can find in a place. If I want to find out more specifics, like what birds are in New York, I click on that group and it gives me a list here, and just keep clicking next to see more and more of the species. Okay, and you can find out more specific information by clicking on it, and it's just sort of a summary from Wikipedia. Okay, so that's how you find information about how many species there are in one place. Find out for New York, and then find out for one more location. And that's Map of Life.